Good evening, everyone. Welcome. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPratt. My name's Kenan, his son and the producer of the show. Tonight's title, Success. There's some really interesting things to say about that. First, though, for anyone who's out there joining us, be sure to say something in the chat so I know you're here. If you don't say something, I have no way of knowing if someone's just viewing. So if you'd like to participate and have a reading, say something in the chat, and we'll get you in line for a reading. There's no charge for the first time, but going forward after that, it's $10 per card, and then it's $100, and you can cover the entire month, which I highly recommend since it's 3 shows per week. That's Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. That all being said, quick thought before I turn it over to Christopher for the evenings, which is this. We all have varying definitions of success, and there are many areas of life to be successful in. It's up to us to make our own definitions of success, and sometimes it can be necessary to redefine things in order to make the most of the lives that we have. Now, with more to say on that, here's Christopher. Thanks for listening.
Great blessings to you this Wednesday. If you're new to the show, which Micah is, I know, welcome. We've also added quite a few people on Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. We've got Marilyn Pitts, Jeff, Micah, Abby in Maryland, Teresa, Ashley, Gina, Jameson, Laura. It's really important if you're watching the show to say something in the chat, either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, whichever platform you're watching. We'll get to you in order that you came into the show. But we always start the show off with a blessing. Is to light the incense, which brings in the great energy. It takes our prayers, our petitions out to the universe. And this one deals with blessings for clarity for you, for solutions, for synergy and synergistic things to come your way, and just cooperation with your higher self. So great blessings to you on that one. We've got a group card tonight that deals with success. And the success is really, as Kenan said, it's up to you. Your success, you define your success. But we've talked about energy goes where attention flows. So what that means is, if you are focusing on your past failures or thinking about your past failures, energetically that can create present and future failures. So where's your energy going? Where's your energy, or where's your attention flowing? Because that's where the energy is going to create that. So we've talked about that before with situations. But what I'd like you to do is, and we can hear from you in the chat, is you can just jot a word down or two of either your present successes or your past successes, because I'd like to help you get into the habit of focusing on what you've been successful with, who you've been successful with, what has been successful in your life. Now, the other thing we have to say is on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, we may miss your comment. For some reason, Facebook scrolls really, really fast. So last night I wanted to mention Amanda Vaughn had a comment, and we were talking about these children were around her, and she made a comment in Facebook that scrolled up so quickly we couldn't retrieve it, but she'd actually lost several children miscarried. So there, that was important for her, and I wanted to acknowledge her. I know she may not be on the show tonight, but those of you that know her, apologize for me, because I think that was a really important comment. And we just missed it because when you all are commenting on Facebook, it's hard to catch up with everyone. So, but I want to be able to do my best to acknowledge each one of you. So the group card tonight, this is for everyone. It has to do with the golden age. Now, this is the golden age. It's not back in the 20s or the 60s. It's not back in the 1800s, 1900s. It's now. This is the golden age because this has to do with progression. And in order to progress, you look at your successes. Take one thing. Foresight, and then peace. So the show tonight energetically will help all of you to shift your paradigm. It's not paradigm are not the two small coins. It's not two small coins. Or because I think it should have then been called pair of quarters, or pair of pennies. No, paradigm is the Greek word for pattern. So this is about becoming aware of patterns and then changing them. One of the things that it talks about with this card is breaking the paradigm of over-analyzing. I'm smart. I got to figure this situation out. And we're trained to try to figure it out. This is feeling it out. And for so many of you on the show, I want to shout out Abby and Marilyn, Jeff, Marilyn Pitts, Teresa. Those of you that I know that I've worked with for a while now, and I'm sure all of you other that are on the show may speak to this as well, but the changing the paradigm, changing your thinking, changing the situation and how you view it, then takes your attention and creates greater, because energy goes where attention flows, and you want that creative energy to go to what your attention is on. So it's paying attention to your attention, and that's a success. Okay. Now, for those of you new on the show, what I do is I take a deck. I have many decks here, but I just shuffle through, and I allow your higher self, your angels, however you want to term it, guides, to pull the card. So we've got Marilyn Pitts, and then we've got Jeff, Micah, welcome to the show, Micah again, Abby and Marilyn, Teresa, Ashley Sazowski, Gina, Jameson, Laura, and Heather. If you did not hear your name, put your name in the chat again. Okay? And there Marilyn said, success. Starting the new life with Larry and retiring. Exactly. Well, and you ready for this card, Marilyn, that fell out? Aspiration. So all right, I'm just going to go with this train of thought. They're kind of downstreaming Marilyn to me, this stream of thought. So I went to Hawaii, but I couldn't go to Pearl Harbor. because places like that for me are a little bit like me loving country music, but going to an AC/DC concert. Do you get my drift? I've actually gone to concerts before where I've thrown up. It's just it's too much. It's too much. It's way too much. It's too much. So, but the reason they're showing me this, Marilyn, is like going to the 9/11 memorial. Again, that would be, it's not that I couldn't go, but it would be really difficult for me to go because of all the, there's quite a bit of condensed energy around that, along like places like Pearl Harbor. Jared and Kat, are they on yet? So Jared and Kat are usually on the show. I think they're traveling in Florida today. Remember I said, was it Monday, I said, oh yeah, because I said, I think you're going to go to Florida, and then Kat typed in, yeah, we're going to Florida tomorrow. It was too funny. So I think they're traveling. But Jared and Kat moved from Phoenix to Tennessee. He's a doctor, and they set up a practice there. And excuse me. And so they bought this house. I'm laughing with you, Jared and Kat, in case you watch this later. They bought this house that turns out to be on a Civil War battleground. They said, well, Jared, if I ever come to see you, I'm definitely going to stay in a Motel 6. But so the kids obviously then started to see soldiers. I forget why I'm telling you this story. I thought it was just funnier than all get out. But it's what's happening, Marilyn, is your gifts are revealing. So this is about the aspirations. This is about, don't think you're going crazy if you, and you may not see spirits, but you may be able to feel them or whatever. Everybody has their own way. But also, if you have the ability to see them, you have the ability to move them on. So it's just, and again, it's not about, you're not going to be standing in a crowded store talking to the corner, okay? You can do it in your mind, you can do it with your heart, and let them know that, again, as we've said before on the show, this is not where you belong. Okay? You cannot make progress here. So then that's with the group card again,
yeah.
For everyone.
Quick interrupt too. Teresa Lopez went to the Mayan pyramids and heard the screams on traveling, right, to some of these places.
Oh, so Teresa says, Marilyn, that she went to the Mayan pyramids and heard the screams and she had to leave. But even when we're out day-to-day shopping, I think you all are familiar with the other studio that Kenan and I used to work out of that was haunted. But we helped that spirit move on. We helped that entity move on. So this is your ability, Marilyn. You can say it. You can speak to them. You've not made progress here. Go to where you can make progress, and there will be people there that you know that will help you. Move along. Move along. Think of yourself as them. Maybe you might want to get a whistle and a cop outfit. I think that would be really great, Marilyn. Yeah. Oh my God. It's like, seriously, they're showing me, but they're actually really being funny about it. Like, yeah, dress her up in a cop outfit, put her in the middle of the road with a whistle, and be directing traffic. I'm saying that jokingly, but I'm serious about it. You know, you and I have had enough readings together where we laugh about things, but this is your ability to help these spirits move on, direct them. Okay. Jeff. All right, Jeff. Magique. Magique. Why did I say it like that?
Magic.
Huh?
Magic.
Magic. Magic where?
Just magic.
Yeah. Ken's like helping me out here. All right, Jeff. This is so they're showing me Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to the stormtroopers when he goes, "These are not the droids you're looking for." And you know what? I'm going to go back to the theme of the show, which is about success. And then the group card was on the Golden Age. And it was talking about clarity, solutions, synergy, and getting out of overanalyzing. So you and I have been together enough, Jeff, where I remember, we've talked about this. We were at an event and we were all at a restaurant, and this guy came and sat beside me, and you were sitting like I think across from me or kitty corner to me, and this guy's energy was just, oof, it was like overwhelming. And I just got up and excused myself. Because the guy was just talking. And I'm like, I don't have to be around this. But it changed the situation. I think the guy ended up leaving. You're moving into an area where instead of asking, how did that happen? Like these synchronistic events, and you go, how did that happen? Well, you know what? You caused it to happen. It's your ability to it's like you're just now beginning to drive a car. So when I bought my truck, it was big. Like for me, it was really big. And so I had it a week, and I scraped the side of it because I hit a pole because I misjudged the distance, right? I'm using this analogy for you because as each of us hones our abilities, we may scrape a pole or two along the way. But what matters is you're learning how to drive a big truck. I'm using that again as an analogy. With these spiritual gifts that unfold, like using the force or using spirit or moving things the way that you want them to move, or just stepping back and allowing it to happen without trying to force it. That's what this card is about, the Magician card. Okay. All right, Micah, thank you for being on the show. Welcome to the show for the first time. So, Micah, this is the reward card. So, when you get a test back, you immediately look at your grade, and do you immediately look at all the right answers? No. You look at the ones you got wrong in the test, right? This is, even the mistakes are a reward. So anywhere where you are endeavoring to be perfect for anything or anyone, or trying to be perfect even for yourself, are you willing to release, clear, destroy, and uncreate that? It's like saying, oh, here. It's like saying, somebody says to you, Micah, I want to give you money. You go, okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Here's a can to put the money in. Wonder if it's a lot of money. What if you need a dump truck? And you're thinking can. Or whatever. This is allowing the reward to come in. Start looking at your right answers on the test. Yeah, you can look at your mistakes. Absolutely, I'm saying to learn from your mistakes, but look at what you're doing right, and expand your reward. Isn't just about money. Every one of us that are on the show, Marilyn, Jeff, Abby, Marilyn, Teresa, Gina, John, Kletlinger, Lana, any of us that are a little bit older. I said Jeff a little bit older. Okay. But reward is more than just about money. It's about being able to serve others. There's a tremendous emotional and mental reward with that. So what is going to bring you joy? That's what this card is about. And not just money. Although money is very, very good, awesome. But it's also about looking at fulfillment. So you're moving into what fulfills you. Awesome. All right, my dear Abby and Marilyn. You know, I really appreciate you and Abby, Marilyn. You've been on the show since the very, very beginning. So thank you. And Marilyn Pitts, you came shortly after, but it means a lot. 3 times a week is really amazing. So I so appreciate you. All right. So Abby, when you watch surfers and they're out there in the ocean and they're waiting for the wave, they're not standing on the surfboard. They're laying down, they're attentive, but they're pretty much just chilling. So, are you willing to stop standing on your surfboard, girl? Relax. It's like you have such an affinity, both of you, for dogs and with dogs. And we've talked about this, where they spend a lot of the day just kind of laying around. But then when you get the leashes out, you open the refrigerator, they know they're up and around and they're just ready to go. This is your gifts are not turned on all the time. They're there, but you don't have to be standing on your surfboard with them all the time, because that can be exhausting. Like 20 minutes before reading or 15 minutes before the show, I can actually turn my brain on. It's like, or turn whatever this is, turn it on full bore, although it's always playing in the background. So, but I view it more as laying on the surfboard rather than standing on the surfboard, because that can become exhausting and also make you question your ability. because it doesn't have to be on all the time, but it is appear, and it will appear when the time is necessary. You will say the right thing to the right person, and you'll know. Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn, here we go. You know, Marilyn, you can order Obi-Wan Kenobi outfits online now. You know, with the robes, the hood. So you've experienced many deaths. Now, I'm saying that physically, deaths with people around you or friends and family, lifetimes, many deaths, many lifetimes. But also deaths of situations, you know, breakup of relationships, deaths of jobs. There've just been a lot. So with death comes this ability to see the other side. Are you willing to let go of I'm always and forever free of the need to think? I know this is not making sense right now. Okay. I feel I'm always and forever free of the need to think or figure it out. So it's like saying, Marilyn, I'm not experiencing very many metaphysical abilities or blah blah blah. If you're saying that, then that's where the energy is going, where attention is going, and the energy is going there to support that. This is about free of the need to think or free of the need to not have a gift. I need some help with this, huh?
No, that makes sense. That's good.
Does that make sense, Marilyn? It's like you're, it's changing that. It's like you actually are really good at your insight, but also helping people with their transitions. No matter, and it doesn't have to be literal death. It can be a job change, a breakup, that type of thing. You're really, really good at that. And sending the energy there is really important for that person. You're able to do that.
Teresa says judging yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, Teresa says like judging yourself. Absolutely. Or judging yourself in any way, shape, or form. And being free of saying, well, I'm not good at that. You can just say, I'm not good at that yet. I'm getting better at it. There you go. That's even better. All right.
Teresa is next.
All right, my dear Teresa, here we go. So we've got Teresa, Ashley, Gina, Jameson. Welcome to the show, Jameson. Laura, Heather, John, Lana, and Tiffany. So if we have anybody else, you got to say hello in the chat again if I didn't name you. Okay, so if I can't find my keys, I'm going to ask Kenan, hey, did you see my keys? So then we both are seekers. Or he says to me, hey, I can't find my shoes. I will help him find his shoes. And then if I find the shoes, then I'm the winner. Right? It makes no sense. But okay. This is allow some people, to have it's like telling some people, hey, the road is icy, you need to slow down. But their ego is like, I'm fine, I can drive great on an icy road. I have a lot of experience with icy road. Well, then they may need to have the experience of having an accident. But you're not there to go, I told you so. This is honing down who is the seeker. And other than that, conserve your energy, conserve your voice, because if they're not a seeker, they're not ready to hear it, they can't hear it. They just don't get it. And it's not up, I know you know this, it's not up to you to have them get it or not get it. They can either listen to your advice and slow down, or not listen to your advice and run into the ditch. So this is about setting up what kind of people you want to work with and who they are. And again, in the English language, no is a complete sentence. It's okay to say no to people. No. Okay, my dear Ashley. Ashley Sazowski. I know you have children, Ashley. there's this process, and for you women that have born children, it is absolutely a process. But every one of the women I've talked to that have had children, go by the time of the 9 months have rolled around, they are totally ready to have that child. But it takes that 9 months to process. So you're going to watch, when you were pregnant, you watched everything you ate, where you went, you were extremely mindful, right? To have the healthiest baby possible. You put that same energy every day. You watch what you eat, you watch what you think, in creating wealth. Oh, congratulations, Ashley, you're having a baby $1 million bill. Take that much care and focus on the time that you spent, sending that baby messages. You're going to be healthy, you're going to be wise, you're going to be smart, whatever it is. When you put into that child, you put in now into this wealth, this abundance. Yeah, so the Hanged Man is about patience, but while you're patient, eat the right stuff. When you're pregnant, you don't drink alcohol or smoke or any of that. You take care of the baby. This is your baby. This is your wealth baby. All right, my dear Gina, thanks for being here. And then we got Jameson, Laura, Heather, John K., Lanny, and Tiffany. So I actually got Hangman, I believe. Gina now. Gina. Oh. Here we go, Gina. Theme of the night show. Success. Gina, could you possibly here, I want you to do, like, if you take your elbow and you do this with your arm, and then you do kind of arm stretches, and then you take this hand. I want you to do this about 30 times a day and pat yourself on the back. And then go the other way. Pat yourself on the back. Girl, you're not on a self-worthiness diet. I'm channeling the Diana Ross and the Supremes. Stop in the name of love. Stop in the name of love for yourself in this, anything negative about yourself. This is absolutely focusing on success coming for you. Stop watching over and over and over again any part of your past life as an old movie, like an old movie. This is you moving absolutely into success, focusing on success. You've got a great support group. I think you're in San Antonio. I'm coming out. Ken and I are coming out in September. This is, surround yourself with people that absolutely remind you of your success, how far you've come, where you're going, what you're doing. Success. Only success. Write that on your bathroom mirror, on your bedroom ceiling, on your refrigerator. Success. Okay. because you've got success coming your way. All right, Jameson, thanks for being here first time. How, Jameson, this is creativity. Okay, so you know how painters, they do a painting and they sell it for $100,000. But they actually make more money if they can make prints from it. So your creativity, there's something coming into your field around duplication that brings in, that gets your art out, or gets your, what you create and how you create it out to a bigger audience. In a ways to do that. Universe, show me now how to think bigger. That's your mantra. Universe, show me now how to think bigger. Teresa says bakers, creative jam. Yeah, and then there will be ways or people that come in that will, or you'll connect to people. It'll be like word of mouth, or the right people will come to help you build your business, build your art. It's art. More cupcakes. So, yeah. So rather than thinking, well, I have to work harder because I deserve to work harder, are you willing to let go of that? Like, can work be enjoyable and easy and flow for you, and you take care of you first, and then allow others to step in, or a company to step in to help you? Okay, so I guess you're a baker. It's what I'm gathering from the comments. Yeah. So you said, wow, spot on. So there's this, I don't know. It's like you've got Julia Child as one of your guides. It's so cool. You've got people stepping up and stepping in to help you allow it, allow it, allow it, allow it, allow it. It's like you work and you work and you work to paint one beautiful painting, and then you can duplicate it. Okay, hope that makes sense. Laura. Okay, Laura. What's that? Okay, good. Awesome. So, Laura, so there's anger. Are you willing to let go? Are you willing to let go of the need to be nice? It's okay to be nice, but when there's a need to be nice, anywhere where you've learned that it's not okay to be angry, are you willing to let go of that? Because there are times when it's important to be angry. We're humans, we have anger, and we can use that as a tool. Oh, okay, so this is anywhere in your field where you've had people lose control around anger. This is clearing your field around that. And in any way, shape, or form, being free of relating to those people that lost control because of their anger, and free of relating that to you and around your anger, or anytime you get angry. This is letting it go. Also, I call this the red dress syndrome, Laura. Where you're having a really good day and you're walking down the street and you see this woman across the street in a red dress, and man, you are angry. You're all of a sudden, you're just, ugh. You don't even realize consciously maybe that you saw the woman in the red dress. But energetically, the brain doesn't do time. Maybe you were 3 or 2 years old and your mom was wearing a red dress when she got really, really angry. And kids are very egocentric because their brains aren't developed. So everything that happens like below the age of 7 is because of them, whether that's good or bad.
She says she works with kids in the behavior field of public education.
Okay, perfect. So this is so you know how they tell you if you have a habit you want to break it, you wear a rubber band and you snap your wrist. It's been around for a long time. What I'm saying here is protecting your field from others' anger, or from, like you said, you're a school teacher and you work with kids in the behavior field in public education. This is about protecting your field. I don't know, I care how you picture it, but you can wear a bracelet, carry a stone with you, wear a necklace. It could be like obsidian or selenite or kyanite, any of those stones, to protect your field from other people's anger. And or you can picture putting mirrors up all around you and reflecting back to that person or people. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Great. All right, my dear Heather. Heather McBriar. So, player. Hey, Heather. So there's something, you have an incredible heart. And the first thing I got was like Africa and South America, but it's actually around adoption and orphanages. Getting this really strongly. This is helping with any abandonment issues. So I'll give you an example. I think I told this story on the show before. About a month ago, I went and I was doing a reading for this gentleman, and I was talking to him, and I got really claustrophobic. And then I asked him if he was claustrophobic. He goes, "Yeah, it's one of my terrors." And he was the one that died in World War II in a submarine in his previous life. But he still kind of had that energy around. So this is helping you release, clear, destroy, and uncreate all previous abandonment in and around your life. And being able to extend your field free of the fear, or reaching out or having other people around you, free of the fear of them abandoning you. So this is old stuff. This is like so you're going to get your baking soda out, your vinegar, and your Dawn dishwashing. You know how the baking pans get that black coating on them? After this reading, this will help start. This might be a combination of like vinegar and baking soda, but it's going to start like removing this. I also had a young girl this evening when she needs a mom hug. I'm here. Yeah, that's the kind of thing where there's some kind of repair going on here and cleaning off any of that caked on stuff from a long time ago. Okay. All right, wonderful. Who we got next? Okay, John, Lana, Tiffany, and Ashley. All right, John. So, John, there's a couple things here. The first thing I saw, this card has saguaro cactus in it. I think we were talking about this the other day, where people don't, compared to the rest of the world, very few people actually live in Arizona. Taking more pictures of not just animals, but the scenery of Arizona, the cactus, the flowers, the kind of like being, remember that magazine used to be called Arizona Highways? My mom subscribed to it for years. I remember seeing it, growing up, and I just would look at these pictures of Arizona. But there's something about getting better lighting around the house. Like outside the house, whether it's a porch light, spotlight, like the Ring doorbell type of thing. I don't know why your dad's talking about this, but he's like, tell John about the lights. I'll call you. I don't know what this is. Maybe you do. But he wants the pathways lit better. Okay. All right, my dear Lanny, I'm so glad you're here tonight. All right, we made it. So, Lana, the moon card is all about seeing what is unseen. Like, you know, during the day, obviously it's bright, but in the moon time, what's happening here is your eyes are adjusting, but they're really adjusting to the vision in the moonlight. You're developing a better eyesight in the darkness, or for the darkness. When these birds come, and I'm particularly getting like an owl, when you see these birds, ask them what it is they want. What is your message? Ask them, and then quiet the mind, and you'll kind of know. You'll know what the message is. I'm getting silver dollars. Harley's talking about something about silver dollars, or money. I don't know if you found lately coins on the sidewalk or that's a sign that more money's coming to you. And Harley's talking about this. I don't know if that was something he said or there was a habit, but he's like, yeah, tell Lana about finding the pennies or the it's like he's throwing you pennies. I don't know what that is, but there's something with that. There's something with the coins and with the silver dollars, and he's saying, reminding you how rich we are. He's saying we are rich. We are rich. Because he's right there. Okay. I'll call you later on that one too. All right, my dear Tiffany, and then we've got Ashley. All right, Tiff. Sedona. It's like getting a cabin by the creek. It's going for a hike on, what's the name of the mountain in Flagstaff? Anyway, the mountain up in Flagstaff, I can't remember. I know it, but you know, Tiffany lived here, so this is about spending some time in the woods up there. You're needing a break, and that's a great getaway.
It's the San Francisco Peaks.
San Francisco Peaks.
Like,
Yeah. San Francisco Peaks. It took us a while. It will help you simmer down. It'll help you cool down. Like you're just needing a short break, even if it's 2 or 3 days. You just need a short break, and this energy will come back to you. You just need a break, and then look up the spiritual meaning of poppies. There's something really profound there for you. All right, my dear Ashley, here we go. Son, Ashley, come on. How much is accomplished in life by worry? You know what? Nothing is accomplished by worry. This is the Sun card, girl. Everything's going to work out for you. The Sun card, it's coming up. Very productive, very happy. Focus on joy. Joy, 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 joy. Stop. You know, the food processor can chop up your celery, but also can the garbage disposal. They both work really good. The problem with the garbage disposal is you can't retrieve it. Okay. This is stop putting energy around any negativity or anger. Stop feeding it. Focus on the sun. Focus on what is good, what is happy, what is right in your life. You got the Sun card. I get like Cancun or, yeah. All right, we got everybody. We'll do this again Sunday. I love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great, great week.